recording.
Alright, sweet. So, wait, Ryan, are you still there?
Yeah.
Alright, so, if we want to talk about all the teams, we need to,
Maybe do introductions?
yeah, sure. So, will we go by our own names or by the names on...
Want to go by our real names, hashtags, and then whatever team we're supporting?
Yeah.
Just so, because this is the first episode, we want to introduce people.
Yeah.
Right.
So, sure. So then we need to record another one to make a good one and not give the audience the impression that we are just a bunch of fools.
Well, this is the test run anyway.
Yeah. Alright, so, who's gonna host it?
Do you want me to?
Sure.
Even though no one can see me?
It's
Sure,
all good.
Huh?
Who wants to host?
Well, like the guy who comes up with the subjects and kicks off the talking on the show.
I don't think everyone would be happy if the Columbus Blue Jackets guy would be hosting.
Oh, they hosted the All-Star game pretty good, so...
That is true. That is true.
They just had a lot of injuries.
You know what? I always make the joke to my friends that we would have won the cup if the injuries didn't suck us so bad.
They would have made the playoffs for sure.
They deserved it,
Yeah,
honestly.
Especially in a weak division.
Yeah. No, the Jackets are definitely a team not to be reckoned with nowadays.
They're
Like, they used to suck shit, but now they're producing some good talent.
I would say they're better than the Blues.
Really?
They're built like the Blues and they've got a much better goaltender.
Oh yeah. Well,
Definitely.
that's the problem with most NHL teams nowadays is finding a good goaltender.
Yeah.
Like that's what hindered so many teams this year.
Yeah. So, because St. Louis just St. Louis has everything but the right goaltender to go for the cup.
Oh yeah, that's the same thing with Calgary. Calgary is a well-built young team with no goaltending talents.
Well, the goalies didn't seem to be the problem in Calgary. Hiller was good during the regular season, and Broma wasn't that bad in the playoffs.
No, you're right. Yeah.
It's not elite level by any means.
Oh no, Calgary had a fantastic season this year. They should not be disappointed at all.
No, just like us.
Oh yeah.
No, you gotta have a good defense, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's the only thing with Columbus probably. St. Louis's D is still better.
Fantastic.
That D is as good as it gets in the NHL, I believe.
Oh, no doubt. You are not wrong.
So, Alex, you're the Blue Jackets guy, right?
Yep.
What do you think of the whole thing of trying to get Mike Riley to sign back up again?
You know, I'm going to take it one day at a time. You should have seen my reaction when we got Johansson. I was in the middle of class, and I got the notification on my phone that Johansson decided to sign, and nobody had screamed as loud as I did.
Oh man,
That's my new picture.
I know that I was watching the Blue Jackets actually interview with Yarmo and JD, and the way they're talking is they wanted to get Ray Bork re-signed back up. And they're
That'd be interesting.
that wouldn't be a bad one for the third or fourth line.
You know,
what do you think the whole David Clarkson trade for Nathan Horton?
don't talk to me about that. We got him for 3 games, and he injured himself.
Oh, he injured himself. I thought he was
Yeah,
healthy.
he got injured.
Damn.
We traded David Clarkson for the injured Nathan Horton. Technically, we traded the injured David Clarkson for the injured Nathan Horton.
Yeah. Well, at least neither of them counts to the cap.
Yeah,
That's the most important thing right there.
I'm just glad Nathan Horton's I'm sad because his career could be over, but I'm glad he's out of Columbus and he freed up a lot of cap space.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, see, the main problem with the Blue Jackets is you guys can't afford a guy like that sit on the sideline.
No team.
How many times? How many games? Oh, it's like LA. LA was trying to get rid of Mike Richards all this year.
Yeah.
They almost had a deal with Calgary Flames. Almost another deal with Maple Leafs, but they wanted to get Kings wanted to get Dion Phaneuf, but want to get Dion Phaneuf and someone else from the Leafs. Leafs said no deal. So yeah. And he also
I would have said yes. If I was Leafs management, I totally would have said yes.
Don't they want to get rid of him anyway?
Phaneuf needs to get out of there. He's not even captain worthy. So I don't know what the hell Toronto's doing.
Well, here's the funny thing about it was the Leafs, the Kings are going to trade Mike Richardson to the Leafs for Dave Clarkson.
What?
So Clarkson and Phaneuf for Mike Richards.
Oh, just Clarkson. Right?
They wanted to do a whole trade up, and when I was watching Hockey Central, and they were saying that's the stupidest thing you ever heard of. Why would you want, if you're trying to get rid of money, why would you want to take money back to your team?
Yeah.
Maybe because they thought that Clarkson would be a better fit, so they still could get something back for the money instead of a player who's now in the AHL.
Well, Mike Richardson making $7 million a year. He's playing fourth line minutes.
Yeah.
For Chicago now, isn't he?
Oh,
He's still
LA.
He's still LA.
Oh.
No,
now
that's
he's down
not
in
Brad
Ontario.
Richards.
That's Brad Richards.
Oh, okay. So now he's down in Ontario with the Reign.
Who is?
Mike Richards.
Good, but that's just because LA is done.
Yeah.
So, how far are we already in it, Rob? The recording.
6 minutes and 16 seconds.
Alright.
So that's how much we got done in 6 minutes and 15 seconds. That's how much conversation we got.
Not bad.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty good. Especially, we only had just quick stops by the other teams. Imagine what it would be like when we talk about the draft.
Oh man, we may need more than an hour and a half for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
We should do.
Because we're gonna have to do a whole podcast on draft day.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Actually, we should all fly down to Sunrise and do our podcast right there at the draft.
I was seriously considering going.
Yeah, just take the seats of NBC and TSN.
Someone to fly me down to Florida.
Yeah, me from the Holland to Florida.
That'd be an interesting trip.
Yeah.
Our Ducks admin's from Florida.
Is
So
it?
what do you guys think of Gary Otter's? They lost the first two games versus Oshawa Generals.
For some reason, I would love to see McDavid getting eliminated. I don't know why.
That
Right?
would make me really happy.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't know why, but it's something. It's like just like with that. I'm glad that LA isn't in it anymore. It's just.
I'm afraid that Edmonton's gonna do what they do to all their drafts.
No, they won't.
They're gonna overplay them, injure them, and not do anything to help them better their career.
I don't think that won't happen. I don't think that will happen. Now they've got new general manager in Peter Chiarelli. He'll is just what the Oilers need. That team will.
You think so?
Yeah, I'm ready to jump on the bandwagon of the Oilers.
All right, and who do you think should be the coach there? Do you think they should try for Babby?
I think both of them are great. But Babcock still is the better one, I would say. But they would be fine with McClellan, and they cannot end up without either of them. So if right now McClellan is the safer pick because Babcock is still looking at his options, they should go with McClellan. That will be fine.
Yeah.
They've been speaking to him at the World Championships.
Yeah. So, I think, who do you guys think will pick up Babcock eventually?
I still say
Honestly,
Buffalo.
if you guys did, I would be impressed because that would mean Edmonton's gonna get a lot of cups.
Yeah.
Babcock and Peter Chiarelli would be a dream team for Ottawa or for Edmonton.
Also, Wood.
Toronto wanted him too.
Damn it, who is it? The CEO of the Oilers. He was also involved with Hockey Canada.
Oh, I can't remember his name.
His name will pop up later in the night, probably. But,
Yeah.
So, got a question for you guys.
Yeah.
What do you think of Shanny? You know how down in college, how the hell you say his name?
Kadri.
Had all that problem there with Toronto.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the way Shanny is talking, he wants to get rid of Phil Kessel,
Yeah.
Dion Stuff,
Mhm.
Tyler Bozak, Godfrey Spool.
Yeah.
And he may be only keeping Reimer or Bernier.
Yeah. Well, what's left?
That'd be nice. Honestly,
here's
Toronto
the
needs
thing.
a complete facelift.
That's gonna be a complete rebuild. They'll go for who is it? Austin Matthews next year.
Oh,
Most
if
likely,
they
yes.
can compete with those Swiss teams going for them, absolutely do it.
No, just for I think Matthews will be only be there for 1 year.
Yeah,
As
you
soon as
think
the
so?
draft hits in, you'll go to the NHL.
I think Toronto should push for Matthews. They lost McDavid.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, if the Oilers are stupid enough and they don't go for McDavid, which I'm hoping they don't, because they need defense. They don't need any more forwards.
Yeah.
Toronto should push for him.
Yeah, for sure.
Like Phoenix, Buffalo, Toronto, they all need McDavid.
I'm gonna cry if he goes to Arizona.
Really?
Yeah, I just hate the idea. It's just such a crappy market. Crappy
Yeah.
is small. They don't deserve McDavid.
I mean, they deserve a nice young shooter who can actually play some hockey for them, but
Not McDavid.
yeah, I can see what you're saying without McDavid, though.
Like a Mitch Marner, I wouldn't be opposed to that. I wouldn't also be opposed if they relocated, but that's for another
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Get Quebec back here in
Yeah,
NHL.
Definitely.
yeah, not at, or at least relocate them to Las Vegas and not create another garbage market.
Yeah,
How about that? How about we talk about that? What would you think about a hockey market in Las Vegas?
I hate the idea.
You do?
Yeah, and Gary Bettman also insulted our fan base in Winnipeg because of before Game 3 he said that what Winnipeg is able to do with their fan base is the reason why we should all cheer for Las Vegas getting a hockey team. Like
There's so much gambling
Winnipeg's
going
fan
on
base
there.
and Las Vegas's fan base will be just as good. That's a
That's
kick in the
impossible.
nuts.
That is really.
Yeah. So
Here's my problem with the Las Vegas thing. My problem with Las Vegas getting a team.
Yeah.
If the NFL has not gone there yet, I understand they have an ECHL team.
Yeah.
But can they get the fans to come to the games?
Mhm.
Can they make the money there? Where, as we all know, Las Vegas is mostly a travel area. You go and you spend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, but
Like, fuck off dollars there.
yeah,
Right.
you can also do it that way. Yeah, for gambling, go ahead.
well, here's another thing. Is Jim Bosley going to try to buy another team again, like he did with the Pittsburgh Penguins, Nashville Predators, and the Arizona Coyotes?
I think he's getting the expansion team. That also sucks, and another expansion draft.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So like everything that, for example, Winnipeg has been trying to build up, all the prospects they have drafted, they can all be gone with the expansion draft.
Oh, yeah.
Just that idea makes me sick. Just reopen bad markets.
Yeah. It's like they're giving expansions to cities and to people that really don't deserve an expansion.
Well, I would say Quebec City deserves it. And
Well, Quebec
There's
City, bring
Definitely.
hockey back to Quebec.
Yeah.
Bring hockey maybe to Cleveland. Bring back the Barons.
I doubt that.
You don't want that?
I just doubt it. I just wonder what kind of market that would be in Cleveland.
Well,
Yeah,
look at
depressing
Columbus
one.
and the success they've had in just
Yeah, that's true. It's
just a short amount of years that they've been here.
Yeah.
They've made the playoffs twice,
Yes.
built up their fan base incredibly,
Mhm.
and impressed people throughout the seasons. Like,
Yeah.
they missed the playoffs this year because injuries and a really slow start, like a very depressing slow start.
Yeah.
And hell, I'm one of those people that still lived in the preseason for the Jackets, where we went 8-1 and did the best in the NHL.
Yeah.
So those are the stats I look at when I say Columbus is the best team.
Well, also it just seems like a tradition. Every time a team goes to the playoffs for the first time in a long time, something happens in the season after which makes them missing the playoffs. Just like with the Islanders the year before. I believe it was the year before. They went to the playoffs and faced Pittsburgh in the first round.
I think so.
And
Yeah.
they
Honestly, yes.
Yeah, I think so.
got the 5th overall pick in the 2014 draft and drafted Val Cole. They'll be a playoff team for the next couple. Columbus will same too.
Yeah.
That's why I think Winnipeg will miss it next year.
You think so?
Yeah, there always seems to be a set